Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. Let me get my coffee. Right here, we're gonna brew some coffee in my Keurig. And I figured I'd show you the next latch hook that I'm gonna do, or I'm working on, which is an I love you. Yes, an I love you. This one is 70 across. So it should take me a couple of minutes less to go across, but it is 80 down, 70 down. So 70 across and 70 down. Perfect square. Now, the last one that I did, the welcome to the cabin, was 80 by 60, so it was more rectangular. That one was a rug, which I actually put in a shadow box and will hang in the cabin. So welcome, you've got Mary Burke live. It's Friday morning. Yeah, so you guys ready for the weekend? Welcome everybody, thanks for joining in. Yes, thanks for joining in. Thank you. Hey Larry, calling out for the farm girl. Yes, the farm girl is in the house. Hi there, thank you so much for joining in. Thanks for calling me the goat, death by proxy. Yes, thank you so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke live, so you know that you've got the real Mary. There are a lot of fake Marys out there, so please make sure that you hit follow, like, share here, because this is me. It's really me. So I will be working on my latch hook today, chatting with you. I'll tell you what I watched the last couple of days. And let me see, I do need cream in my coffee. So let me bring that cream over. I have my coffee. And this is extra, extra, Dunkin' Donuts extra, extra. So I'm gonna put a healthy shot of that in there. There we go. Get it all creamy. Oops, I dribbled a little here and there. Splashed, it splashed out. There we go. Okay. All right, so let me put that away. And thank you for joining me. What are your plans for this weekend? We are at Friday. So I haven't decided who I'm rooting for yet for the Super Bowl on Sunday. Thanks again so much for joining in. Yes, you've got me live and in person right here. Thanks so much for joining me. I have my little heart stir in commemoration of Valentine's Day coming up. So Sunday, we have the Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl Sunday is what, we're on the 9th today, 10th, 11th. So the 11th is, let me go back. So yes, the 11th is Super Bowl Sunday, and then we have Valentine's Day on Wednesday. Absolutely. So lots of good stuff coming up. Now, yesterday, I forget what I watched last night. Oh, something Falls. It had Pierce Brosnan and Liam Neeson in it. A Confederate soldier is being tracked down, and which I found very interesting because neither one of them are American. So, and one was playing a Yankee and one was playing a Confederate. So Pierce Brosnan was I don't know which one, but I think he was the Confederate, and yes, he was the Confederate, and the Liam Neeson was the Yankee. So, you're voting for Kansas City? You're cheering for Kansas City? Better quarterback? I don't know. I like the kid. I like the kid out and I know he doesn't have any experience, but I tend to root for the underdogs. I have always rooted for the underdogs. So, yes, who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thank you. You've got Mary Burke live. So I watched that last night, and I'm still watching Young Sheldon. I like Young Sheldon. That's a good show to watch when I want something in the background. The night before that, I watched The Old Guard with Charlize Theron, which was terrific. It is a go-to when I see it pop up on there. I tend to watch that one. And I'm trying to think of what else I watched the other night, because I said, oh, I'll have to let everybody know this is what I watched. And Jurassic Park, the original one. So, Dr. Alan Grant, which was Sam Neill, Malcolm, Ian Malcolm, which is Jeff Goldblum, and Dr. Sattler, which was Laura Dern, plus the older gentleman, I can't remember his name, I love him. He also played Santa Claus in The Miracle on 34th remake. But just an all-time classic. So, hi from Liverpool, thanks for joining in. Yes. Oh, you sent me a heart pops. Thank you very much for hearts. I love when I get hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So thank you so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live. I do not speak Spanish. I can barely read it a little bit. Definitely can't speak it very well. But, so let's get crack-a-lackin' here. I am working on my latch hook. It's going to be a pillow, so it has a zipper in the back so that you can stuff your pillow in the middle. So I will open that up and you can see right in behind there, right? So you stuff your pillow in behind there. All right, zip that back up. And now this is going to take I probably still have another 12 hours. Each one of these rows probably takes 15 minutes. There's 70 boxes in a row. So if I open this up a little bit, you might be able to see it better, right? So each one of these is a box that's in there. See the box? So you have to loop into each one of those boxes and pull it through and make a knot. So, so 70 of those in one row takes a minute of time to do. All told, it probably takes this one will probably take between 17 and 18 hours to do. So I've got about 10 rows, a little more than 10 rows. I might have 13 rows done. So it's going to take me a minute to finish it. Thank you so much for joining in. You've got me live. This is the account to hit follow and like. Yes, hit follow, hit like, hit share. You can share me. Here you can share me. So, yes. Okay. I don't need that stir anymore. All right. So let's get going. So yes, so I watched The Old Guard, which is a good one. It has Charlize Theron in it, and she plays basically a demigod. It's she can live for thousands of years and has lived for thousands of years, but it doesn't mean that she can't die. And there's no rhyme or reason to when that death takes place, but a new immortal was discovered, and that's when she realized that she was losing her immortality, and she then got to teaching this new demigod, if you will, how to take over doing what she does, which is help a lot of people, and depends on the century whether she's a good guy or a bad guy. And there's a small army of them. There's only an army of 4, but they do quite a lot of damage. So anyways, it's a good movie if you haven't seen it. The Old Guard. Also Jurassic Park is a classic. Samuel L. Jackson, hold on to your butts, is one of the lines. And Ian Malcolm, which is Jeff Goldblum, must go faster. Another great line from that. So, and one of the great lines from The Old Guard that I like is, that woman has forgotten more ways to kill than entire armies will ever learn. So think about that statement for a second. Thank you for following me if you follow me. If you don't follow me, you should. I'm always up to something. So in order to make this work, you wrap the string, or it's a yarn around the shaft at the bottom. You hold it with 2 hands or loop it and hold either end so they're even-ish. You put it in the box. You open the hinge because there's a latch at the top. You open the latch, then you wrap the string around that latch, and then you pull it through. So that is your latch hook. There you go. So, all right. So, and it's just going down the line and putting a latch in each one of them and making that knot everywhere that you go. Thank you so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live here in the bunkhouse. I thought I'd show you, I'm usually in the kitchen, so I thought I'd show you a different area. I am in the family room, great room, whatever you want to call it. The bunkhouse has, the kitchen flows right into it. It's an open design. So, but yes, you've got me here doing this latch hook. And you should hit follow, like, comment as we're here. All right. So, majority of this is red while I'm doing the heart. My corazón, my heart. That's the only one of the few Spanish words I know. There we go. Let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I could take out a whole lump of them. I just don't know how many rows I'll get done. While we're chatting here, I may only get 2 or 3 rows done. Like I said, it takes, if I am not doing anything else, if I'm not on the phone, if I'm not watching TV, if I'm not doing anything but doing the latch hooks, then it takes about 15 minutes a row to get a row done. So, you have the same cup? You love this cup? I love this cup. You're my person. Yes, I went with this cup today instead of the huge blue one. Hi, Arthur. Thanks for joining in. Yes. Hola, good afternoon. Can sale? Oh, yeah, I got one more to do. One more gray. And then a little white bubble. So there's only 3 whites. 1, 2, 3. See if I grab 3 at the same time. 3. There we go. It is kind of a crochet. It's not a needle per se. I'm not threading a needle with different threads through it. It's thicker, it's yarn. And like crochet, you make a knot, but here it's just short pieces of yarn that you can then hook through. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Yes, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Hi, Abbas, thanks for joining in. Hi, thanks for joining in from Florida. Welcome, everybody. You can let me know where you're from and what your plans for the weekend are. Will you be watching the Super Bowl? So I am waiting for a delivery for my dinner. I have a special dinner coming tonight, and it is supposed to be delivered. It was out for delivery, and I had FedEx show up already, and I thought it said it was coming FedEx, but it was a different delivery. So they said that food delivery would be coming on a different truck. So thank you so much for joining me. Yes. All right, there we go. So I make sure that you guys all play nice in the chat room there. because you can make your comments and everything else. But if you are mean, rude, either to me or to anybody else in there, I don't tolerate that, just so you know. You play nice at Mama Mary's house. Everybody plays nice in the sandbox, or you don't get to play at all. Thank you. Thank you for thinking that I have nice colors on today. I am, you can let me know who you're voting for or who you're cheering for. Ohio in the house, thank you for joining in. Lithuania, thank you for joining in. Let's see, you can let me know where you're chiming in from. I am in Alabama, lower Alabama at the moment. So that, from India, thank you for joining. Yes. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. You've got Mary Burke Live, so make sure you hit follow, like, share, comment. Good comments, nice comments. Play nice. I don't let you solicit here either, so don't try to sell anything while you're on here. Got it? Play nice. Everybody plays nice. Thank you for the hearts. I am working on a heart right now. That is what I am working on, the latch hook as we speak. Yes. Blue and yellow hearts. Thank you. I'm working with red hearts at the moment, but I appreciate that. Yes. North Carolina, thanks for chiming in. Yes, I think it's very important to focus on the positive, right? We could all walk around being negative all day long, and there's so much negativity out there. Why? Why? You know, enjoy your life. You have the, you know, you're in control of your life. So, you have the choice to be upset or the choice to not be upset. I choose to look on the brighter side of things every day. Sure, things get me down. Everybody has days that are challenging. It's what you do with it, right? It's what you do with it. And I choose to stay focused and positive and keep on swimming. Because even if you have a bad day, you hope that when you wake up, you get a new day to try it all over again. And see if you can't do it just a little bit better the following day. Doesn't have to be monumental, just a little bit better each day. It's all you can hope for. So, but thank you for joining me live today. I appreciate you being here with me on this Friday morning, having some coffee and working this latch hook. If you don't know what I'm doing, it's called latch hook. There are 70 boxes that I must fill in along the way using yarn and a latch hook. So it has a hook on the end with a latch, thereby calling it latch hook. And what you do is you work that around, and then you work the yarn up and over, and then you latch it through, and then you pull it through. So that's the idea. Without the cross member, you work with the horizontal line of the lower box, because each one of these 70 boxes across, so you work with the lower bar line. And there's, you know, it's a box, so it's got vertical and horizontal. So I work with that lower vertical on, filling in each box, wrapping that string around the hook and pulling it through. So thank you so much for joining me. Yes, it is a lovely Friday morning. I will try to go out and get some sun and work outside. Usually Fridays I make a bonfire, so we'll see if I get outside and am able to collect enough kindling to restart my stumps. I have had a huge rain last weekend that put out the fire on the stumps, so I have to try to get that started again. I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking, Country Life. How about yourself? Thank you for thinking I'm the best looking lady on here. I appreciate that. I appreciate your kind words. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can certainly put in your comments. I will try to respond to you. What are your plans for the weekend? What are you going to have for dinner tonight? I have a special dinner coming in. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. So I thought I would spend my coffee time with you and see if we can't get a row or two done of this latch hook. It takes about 15 minutes if I am just working it and not talking at all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So make sure you hit follow here. If you don't follow me, you should. I know I'm just sitting back relaxing with you, but I am always up to something. It is hard to keep me sitting still for very long. Yes, this is true. I like to be out and being active. You can see me either working around the farm, working out, traveling here and there occasionally, or chatting with you here. Most of the time I am in the kitchen of the bunkhouse, but you've got me in the family room of the bunkhouse. And behind me, you can see that this is a new window that I had, that I installed. There was no window here originally. I actually cut the hole in the side of the house and put a window because I wanted a window on this back side. So I added a window here. Oh, actually, I guess it was a window. Technically, there was a window, but it was very small. It was only like a 2x2, so I made it a much bigger 36. I think it's a 36-inch window, 32, probably standard 32. In addition to that, I did the all the sill work. So I created that sill using the cedar trim. So had to rip the sides, the stiles, had to rip each one of these stiles down to, I believe they're 3 inches, using a 4-inch board. The 1x4s are actually 3.5. It's a little tricky. Wood is always up 1/2 inch usually than what it says it is. It's typical male adding size when it's not really there. So all that's been ripped. The upper one is another board that I flipped sideways and put a top rail on it. And then there's an apron underneath as well as the sill. Now using the sill, that was a 6-inch piece of cedar wood. And cut it to size and polyurethaned it to fit in. So that's that. So that's been done. The walls have been painted. There is a top rail that runs along the very top that is also cedar trim. And I used the DeWalt cordless finish nailer to put it all in. So it is a cordless finish nailer, and I like it. It works very well for me. Yes. It is battery operated. So gotta have that battery operated. Well, thanks so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke live here in the bunkhouse working on my, there we go. This one wasn't scrolling for some reason. There. All right, now we can get all the way. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of messages there. It stopped scrolling. Don't know why it does that sometimes. So a whole bunch of messages were. Can I talk in Polish? An Irish girl talking in Polish? No, not gonna happen. Yes, I was raised Irish Catholic. So I have that. I am mostly Irish. The Burke side of the family comes from County Cork in Ireland, Munster, County Cork. I've never been. Someday I'll get there. That is for sure. Thank you for, what am I doing? I am working on what's called Latch hook. It's gonna be a pillowcase when I'm done. It's gonna take about 17 hours, 18 hours start to finish for me to complete the project. And I usually sit when I'm watching TV at night and work on it here and there. As you can see, I have not gotten too far on this one. But I made a bunch at Christmas time. I made ice skates and a Christmas gnome. I also did a rug for the cabin. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I have a workout shed that I also made into a tiny home. So I am working on that and furnishing it and decorating it, but I still have to do three windows. Still have to do 3 windowsills. Frame it out just like this. Do the stiles, do the header, do the top rail, the apron, and the sill. That will also be cedar. So I have 3 of those to do. The 2 of the windows are 2 by 3 and 1 window is 3 by 2. And then I have the door from the bathroom into the main room that has to be, the doorway has to be framed out as well and trimmed out. Not framed, it's framed, it has to be trimmed. And then I will build my cedar door or my pine door. If you've been watching me, you know that I have been custom building all these things. Now, that is a prefab door that comes in pieces. I must assemble it and put all the slats in, put either end on top and bottom, middle, and it is a barn house style. So I will be doing that as well and polying that. So that will be the door for up in the shed. And then the shed will, once I get when I get back, I am going to be taking a little bit of a trip, but when I get back from my trip, I will hunker down and I promise I will work on the shower. I have to put the rock board up. I have to make sure the walls are plumb because they're glass windows, it's glass siding. It's a neo angle, so there'll be 2 sides and then a flat front going. So it's not a box like that. It'll be more diamond faceted. So I have to get my angles just right to put it on there and make sure it's done right. So that'll take a little bit of mental acuity on my behalf. All right, first row done since you've been here. So that first row is done. So that is going to be an I Love You pillowcase. I don't know that I'll get it done before Wednesday, but we shall see. I should probably buy my ones I have 2 that I want for St. Patrick's Day. So I should be working on those ones. I am a little behind on my latch hook. But thank you so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live here. You should hit follow, like, comment. Yes, I am having coffee with you, discussing what we're doing this weekend. I am probably going to have a bonfire later today if I can collect enough sticks and kindling. Maybe I'll make a video about how to start a bonfire. And let's see, then I have to do some work on the RV, some maintenance work on the RV. And these are all on tap for today and this weekend. And I don't know if it'll be today, but it'll definitely be over the weekend. And then there's a Super Bowl game on Sunday. Not sure who. Hi, welcome from Belgium. You can certainly chime in and let me know. Yes, you can certainly have a beer with my coffee. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate those. I'm not sure who. I tend to vote for the underdog when it comes to the Super Bowl. So that means I will probably go with San Francisco, but I haven't decided yet. Who are you going to cheer for on Sunday for the Super Bowl? And what are you having for dinner? That's always a good one. And where are you from? You can let me know where you're from. plans for the weekend, all sorts of stuff. Thank you for thinking I have nice eyes. I appreciate that. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the roses. I appreciate roses. Hi, DJ. Welcome. Hi, Derek from India. Thanks for joining in. Oh, you're going to vote for whoever I cheer for? Well, 49ers is definitely the underdog. So I haven't read up too much on it. It's kind of like when there's the Kentucky Derby, I go by the horses' names. I do a big pool when it's the Kentucky Derby. Everybody puts in some, $5 or something. But then we go through the list and everybody picks out their horses and here at the farm, and we do a thing, and it's a big fun thing. But I do it because I like the name, not because of who the jockey is or their racing stats. And I've done pretty well, I gotta say. So since neither the Bucks nor the Patriots are in the Super Bowl this year, I'm going blind as far as who I should cheer for. So thank you for joining in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You've got Mary Burke Live. Make sure you hit follow, make sure you hit like. And if you're wondering what it is that I'm doing, it's called Latch hook. And you wrap your yarn around the shaft of the hook, and it does have a latch and a hook. So then you put it in the box, thread that open latch through, then you wrap the yarn around the latch, close the latch, and pull it through, thereby making a knot, like so. Yes, then you pull the knot to make it tight. And then you move on to the next one. Oops, I dropped my stir. There we go. I have a little heart stir for my coffee. And you can let me know where you are in the world. Michigan? Oh, Michael from Iowa. Sorry, I saw MI and just went with Michigan. Hi, Michael from Iowa. Thank you for joining. Yes, I am a busy bee. I try to stay busy. I like staying busy. Metro from New York. I am assuming that's the city, not upstate, since you're saying Metro, but I could be wrong. Mooresville, North Carolina. England, thanks for joining in. Jeff from Illinois. Citrus County, Florida, thanks for joining in. New Hampshire, thanks for joining in. How's the weather up in New Hampshire? You got snow up there? Got snow in the White Mountains? Virginia, thanks for chiming in. Yes, you have a nice day too, Evan. Thanks for joining in. Nikki from India, thanks for joining in. Mardi Gras weekend. Someone's over in New Orleans. Nolans. Someone's over in Nolans. Yes. Mardi Gras season already? Clearwater, Florida. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I like I go to Clearwater Beach often, as well as St. Pete Beach, and those are probably in that area. That whole strip is beautiful. Really, from Venice all the way up to Honeymoon Island is absolutely, well, maybe not, don't get into Tampa Bay side of it, but if you skip on the, Anna Maria Island, Paso Grill, Treasure Island, Reddington Beach, Madeira Beach, they're all very nice beaches up there. So, thank you for joining in. Oops, I don't need any. Oh, that's an extra long one. See, sometimes that happens. They're all about the same time, and then you get one that's extra long in there. And then I'm done with, no, I guess I'm not done. I have 3 more to do on that one. From Italy, thank you for joining in from Italy. Yes, Morocco, thanks for joining in. You can certainly let me know where you're from. You've got Mary Burke Live. This is the account to hit follow and like. Make sure you don't fall for the fake Marys, because just about every platform out there has fake Marys in addition to me. So you want to make sure you got me live right here, so you know you've got my real account. And so if you're wondering, you know, how do I tell where the fakes are? There's some telltale signs when there's fakes, okay? So some of the telltale signs is if it says it's a backup account. You're on my account. I don't have backup accounts. So you're on my account. So this is me. So that's number one. Number two is if it's my private page. You're on my account again. So no private pages. Got it? No private pages. Some other telltale signs is if there's a lot of writing all over the short or reel, that is also not me. Especially if it says have a telegram. No telegram. Zip zero nada. No telegram. No. Don't fall for that, okay? No telegram. No Facebook Messenger, no Google chats. I hear every day somebody saying, I was chatting with you on Telegram. Not me. That was a fake. Okay? I do my own chatting. I don't hire, I don't have I am my own company. So I don't hire a management company. So that's another thing. I don't do that. I don't have a management company other than my own, and I don't hire chatters or anything like that. So it is me and only me, and that's it. So if you say Telegram, you're not chatting with me. Google chat, you're not chatting with me. So just beware. Follow me here so that you can find the real Mary, okay? What Mardi Gras is? It's it's debauchery. It's Bourbon Street, baby, Bourbon Street in New Orleans. It's a big old party, and they all dress up, and I don't really know. You'd have to tell me what Mardi Gras is. I just know it's a big old party down on Bourbon Street. And you can go there any time of the year, and Friday, Saturday, and Saturday nights are just wall-to-wall people. There's people up on balconies throwing beads. There's lots of clubs, lots of stuff it's just a big old party, and lots of restaurants down on Bourbon Street. Then there's, I do like their beignets. And there's a couple of good bakeries down there too. And they're known for their Bloody Marys. Yeah, Bloody Marys. They're known for their Bloody Marys. And each restaurant down there, or each bar down there, tries to outdo the other restaurants and bars for their Bloody Marys. So, welcome from Missouri. Thank you for joining in. Yes, thank you very much. You've got Mary Burke Live here. Is actually bigger to local NOLA than Mardi Gras. Oh, Halloween holiday. Okay, I didn't know that. Halloween holiday is bigger than Mardi Gras. Well, thank you. I learn something new every day. Yes. To NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. If you ever wonder what that NOLA acronym stands for. I ran out of red, so I need more red. So I'm going to take out a bunch of red here. So thank you so much for joining me. You've got Mary Burke live, yes. Oops, I had a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody from France. I did get to go to France, yes, and Alabama. Yes, I'm from Alabama. Roll Tide. Chile, yes, nice, excellent. Thank you for joining in. I did get to go to France. I've been to Bordeaux and to Paris. I stayed somewhere just about 15 minutes outside of Paris. I don't remember the name of the town, sadly. I don't. You live in NOLA? And you disagree about Halloween holiday being bigger? Well, I think Mardi Gras lasts longer, doesn't it? So, and to me, Mardi Gras is all year round. And are you still doing Sunday nights? Are they still like the bachelor and bachelorette nights there? So I think Sunday nights is a huge bachelor or bachelorette night. Canada in the house, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, thank you. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello. Thanks for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live as I'm working on a latch hook rug that I'm making for Valentine's Day. We'll see if I get it done in time. It's going to take roughly another 12 hours to finish it. So we shall see if I have that in me to get that done. So as you know, oh yes, you're welcome. Please be careful about, welcome from Christina, Michigan. They were thanking me for letting you know about the fake Marys, because there are fake Marys, so just be careful of that. Oh, it looks like my FedEx delivery is here. So hold on one second. I am gonna go get my FedEx delivery. This is my dinner, tonight's dinner. I am so excited to go get it. So you just have to hold on 1 second, okay? Just hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for dropping it off. Okay. All right. One of the, so in case you can't see it, it's legal seafood. And this is marking for me and Stella being at the farm for a year. So I got us a treat, Stella. I did. I got us a treat. I did. If you don't know who Stella is my rat terrier. She's a 1.5 years old. And here we go. I have my pocket knife handy. It was in my pocket. I'm gonna cut this open and show you what's for dinner tonight. You can let me know what you're having for dinner tonight. Now, I am from the Northeast originally, and I grew up with legal seafood. Moving to the South, I am sadly disappointed by the seafood here. Now, the oysters are fine, but you can't have raw oysters. Everything here is fried oysters because they are very large oysters. So I am still very much an East Coast, West Coast type of raw oyster eater. As well as little neck clams, cherry stone clams to steam those. And nothing compares for me to, oops, here's my dry ice. Gotta be careful of the dry ice. Oops, don't fall out. The dry ice is fun for me to put in cups and then make a drink out of it because it does that steamy stuff. I did a Toil and Trouble, I did a witch's brew video. Okay, and then in here I have my rolls. So can anybody guess what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight? What I'm making for dinner? Come on, you can do it. Oop, I have my lemon mayo. I have some butter. And then, if I can get a hold of it in the box, hold on. We're gonna have to get up and over this. Get a better angle of the dangle. And then, reach in there and grab it. There. There. I'm gonna have to let that sit out because there is my fresh, flash frozen lobster meat, but it's Maine lobster meat. It is not South African, which is also very sweet. I've had South African lobster tails. And then there are the spiny lobsters in Florida, but they are very little and they're just not as tender, not as flavorful for me as the actual lobster meat. As you can see, I'm gonna have to let that thaw, the Maine lobster meat. So you can take a girl out of New England, but you can't take the New Englander out of a girl. Okay? Same thing with country. You can put me in the city, but you can't take the country out of me. All right. So, and I have my rolls to go with it. So there is my dinner tonight. Mine and Stella's. So this is a little treat for myself because, like I said, I am celebrating the fact that I have been primarily on the farm for the past year. So it marks the anniversary of coming here and renovating the bunkhouse and revitalizing this farm. It was in much disrepair, so I had to come in and replace pretty much the whole thing. I still have the farmhouse up on the hill that, on one hill, and I have the cabin in the woods that has been added. But the farmhouse on the hill is from the late 1800s, early 1900s. So that is another whole thing that I'm hoping that I can get into tackle. It's a very big job to do. So I will do what I can, and I have taken some steps on the interior, but mostly just shored up the outside. I had to pull down, in the last year, I've had to pull down 2 of the chimneys and board those, put siding up, or wood siding over it, and change that up. And then the inside is pretty much, I got to strip it down to the studs. Well, the interesting thing on 1, 2, 3 rooms, 3 of the rooms, it's an L-shaped house. The 3 rooms that are the most structurally sound in there, they don't leak, they are level, but they used 2-inch, maybe 2-inch boards that were pine from the property that I am told were milled right here. But the floors, the walls, and the ceiling were all this wood, which is absolutely beautiful on the floor. It is mostly intact. Same with the walls and the ceiling. However, the owners of this, once I got it stripped down, it had 5 layers of wallpaper on it that was attached to a cheesecloth. So it was cheesecloth and then wallpaper. So it pulled off 5 layers of that. There was 5 layers of linoleum on the floor to reveal the beautiful flooring that's underneath it. So those 3 rooms are great. The other 2 rooms that are in there are not so great. So those are the biggest rehabs, and I have to start there before I can even decide whether or not the rest of it is salvageable. So anyways, that being said, once I got all that pulled off, then I could see that the owners, it's going back, it's got to be early 20s, 30s, 40s. It looks like they went to town and bought whatever was left over for paint and painted the walls. So I have one wall that is pretty close to a cotton candy pink, but they did it on all the walls and the ceiling, and it's 11-foot ceilings. Yeah, so I got to strip all that off. And then one is somewhere between an emerald and a forest green. It is a deep, bright green. That's gotta get taken down. And then one is like a robin egg blue. Even that one, it's not a pleasing blue. So those will, even stripping that down, that'll and it's going to be before 1970s. So I have to take some serious precautions when I am stripping that wood. So, but thank you. Though that's the some of the upcoming stuff for the farm. But in the meantime, I've put in fences, I've reimagined animal pens. The bunny hut was converted into the utility shed that houses the log splitter, my outdoor lawn, my sit-down mower, my push mower, my one of my 4x. So that was all reimagined. In addition, added a pole barn, and that pole barn is 30 feet by 60 feet. So that is is massive. And in that, I also added or made sure the infrastructure was there for water, sewer, and electric, as well as Wi-Fi, because that houses the RV. So that, while I was renovating a lot of the bunkhouse, I was living out of the RV because the bunkhouse itself wasn't habitable. So now then getting to work in here, stripping it down, replacing everything. There was not very much that I could save. Anything that I could save, I did, which was the countertop for the kitchen island. That was salvageable, and the bathroom in the master was salvageable. But those had already been renovated prior to my being here. Reimagining the deck space outside. It had an old dilapidated deck, both front and back. So that has all been reimagined and renovated. The same with the back. The back one now has a cover over it so that you can step out and be out there if it's raining and not get completely rained on. 11 trees taken out. And then additionally, there was, and all of this has been documented. You can check through my reels, shorts, posts that I have documented all. I even documented, I was doing a live here in the kitchen when a tornado hit in the woods, in the property, and took out 13 trees. Obviously took out the electricity and the Wi-Fi and everything else along with it. So I lost my live that I was doing, but it was up there, and holy crap, that was a scary thing, because it was just a wall of gray and you couldn't see anything. And I didn't know if it was going to hit the bunkhouse, but it went out and around, came across the back in the valley, came up and around and up into the woods, went around the bunkhouse, thankfully. And didn't hit, I had already had the shed delivered and didn't hit the shed either. It was just the shell. And then I also added the workout shed. It is a shed shell that was 12 by 24. I added a bathroom onto it that was 8 by 12. And so there's that. And then I went about and was building from scratch. So putting in the PEX tubing, you've seen it. You've seen me up in the trusses, and adding the galley kitchen along one end, putting on the butcher block tabletop there, marrying them, because I had 2 different pieces of butcher block, marrying those together, gluing them together, finishing them, cutting a hole for the kitchen sink, and keeping that. I kept that piece. Same with here in the bunkhouse. I kept that piece to make a centerpiece. That here in the bunkhouse, I got leathered granite for my countertops. And I asked the people that were installing it, because I didn't do that one myself. I called in the professionals when I need to, and they installed it. And when they installed it, I asked if I could have the cutout, because I paid for the slab. Why don't I get the extras? They were just going to haul it away. Most people haul it away, but I kept it as a centerpiece. And you should too, if you want to have an accent piece. It's heavy. And same thing, if you get those granite countertops or marble or what have you, you're entitled to ask for that leftover piece. Sometimes they break it, and even mine, they broke a little bit. I was okay with it. So, you don't know how I keep up with all the projects? I have a master list of all the projects that I have going, that I have yet to do. I have a lot of landscaping to do this year. So there'll be a lot of landscaping stuff. Now that I'm burning all the stumps and cutting up I'm still cutting up and de-limbing the ones up in the woods. So you'll occasionally see me. I'm out there with my little pruner. I have a DeWalt cordless pruner that I use to de-limb, and then I have the Husqvarna chainsaw that I use when I'm actually cutting up the wood, the long logs. And it was 13. I mean, they were probably 20, 30-foot trees. So there's a lot of wood to cut up. Do I know Spain? I know there's a country, Spain. I have never been to Spain. Thanks for chiming in. What is my dog's name? My dog's name is Stella. That's S-T-E-L-L-A. Stella. Yes. And she is a mix of Chihuahua and Rat Terrier. Oftentimes she's confused with a Jack Russell. She doesn't have that fur of a Jack Russell. She has the coloring and the markings. But part of a Rat Terrier is they have a lot of ticking, a lot of black underspots under their white fur. She has a lot of that. And another feature of the Rat Terrier is that they have very long legs. So not to be confused with the Chihuahua that has the short legs. They're thin, but they're short and petite. The Rat Terrier has much longer legs. So, and she's still, considered a, I get asked all the time if she's a puppy. She's not. She's now 1.5 years old, so she is fully grown. Yes, she is fully grown. So, thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live. I am going to let my buns thaw, as well as my lobster meat thaw. Oh, I just fell on my toe. But I have lobster meat in here that I have to let thaw, because I am going to make lobster rolls for dinner tonight as my anniversary celebration for being here for a year. So hold on a second. I'm going to move this to the island so it can continue to thaw. And I will be right back. There we go. All right. And I'm back and ready. What did I do with my latch hook? Where did I move my latch hook to? Did I put the box on top of it? I did not put the box on top of it. You see me? What did I do with it? There we go. It's not there. It's not there. Well, it's hard to do a latch hook if I don't have my latch hook. There's that. All right. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Seriously. Did you see where I put it? Where did I put it? Come on, you can help me out. Where did I put my latch hook? I put it over the top. I did not put it over the top. I didn't put it behind here. Didn't put it behind there. Didn't put it behind there. Curiouser and curiouser. And I got up to get the box. So here's the box. Here's my legal seafood box. I didn't put it in the box, my dry ice, so it's not there. But where could I, did Stella take it? Did Stella steal it? Did Stella steal my latch hook? Yes. I'm looking for you guys. Where did I put it? Come on. You gotta help me out here. Help a girl out. What did I do with it? Let me stand back here and take a look for a second. Where did I put my latch hook? I took the, not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. Ah, it fell down over here. There we go. All right, I got it. I got it. Whew. Now I can get back to my latch hook. See? There's my latch hook. And it's going to be I love you. So, who are you cheering for this Sunday for the Super Bowl? And where are you from? Well, I work on my latch hook. I was partway through my heart. There are 70 boxes for me to fill in going across here. So you've got Mary Burke Live. Make sure you hit follow. Make sure you hit like. You can share me here. Yes. Where am I from? I am in Alabama. I am in Lower Alabama at the moment. 49ers all the way. That's probably, I'm leaning towards 49ers myself. So we'll see. 49ers. All right, Anthony says 49ers. Jesse says 49ers. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Thanks for joining me. But you should hit follow and like. You've got me live while I sit here and chat with you, and latch hook. You can ask me questions about that if you'd like. We're also going over where you're from and who you are cheering for this weekend for the Super Bowl. How long are my legs? They're pretty short. I'm actually a petite person. So I've always told people always think that I'm taller than I am. I tend to carry myself taller. I was taught very young for good Sweet Home Alabama. I was taught very early that posture is important. So I have always tried to have proper posture and carry myself tall. From Iowa, thank you for joining in. 49ers, excellent. So we got it's shifting 49ers. I like that. I think that's how I will be cheering as well. I like to tend to cheer for the underdogs. Thanks for chiming in. Central Florida, Jesse. Yes. Let's see. Can you get a birthday shout out? Ghost? Yes. Happy birthday, Ghost. Yes, I do live on the farm and I do all the stuff around the farm. Do I have help on the farm? Sure. I do have help here and there as needed. Oh, sorry, I had an itch. But I do, I take care of the animals. So I feed the animals, take care of them, check on my chicken that's still broody. I'm trying to break her broody. I do a lot of the work here. Do I build a deck myself? That would be challenging. Do I have help building the deck? Sure. Yes. I always enlist help when I have big projects. Smaller projects I take on myself. Sure, I can do that. I can nail in the trim. There's no problem with that. Make sure that I'm hitting the stud on the back and use the finish nailer and get that going. I can cut the wood pieces and trim pieces myself. I can trim out a window myself. The big projects, installing a window myself, no, I need help with installing a window. It's rather big and awkward and I need help doing that. Same with installing a door or a sliding glass door, because I've done both of those. I've installed a front and back door on the bunkhouse, as well as installed the sliding door on one of the bedrooms. So who are you? Okay, so we're back to who are we voting for, or who are we cheering for the Super Bowl, and where you're from. And you can ask me about things on the farm. So I am here on the farm in Alabama, and I am marking the first anniversary of being here full time. I've had the place now, it was 2020, so now it's 2024, coming up on 4 years. So I think it was 2020. I'll have to look into that now. But only have been here renovating it for the past year. Hi from Callahan, welcome. Georgia, yes, Alabama, thank you. Thanks for chiming in. So, lots of good stuff, lots of changes here on the farm. When I first got here, I think there was like 120 birds between ducks, roosters, and chickens. That was way too much for me to handle. Oh, so I rehomed most of those and made it something that I could manage myself. I still have Papa Pig. I inherited Papa Pig, and I inherited the big dog. So, and so those are here. Thanks for being a fan for a long time, Billy. I appreciate that. You should hit follow and like, because you've got me on the real account. You're on my account. This is it. I'm sitting here chatting with you. Don't follow the fake Marys, because there's plenty of those fake Marys out there. Just about every platform you go to will have a fake Mary. So you got me here. And here's some tips. Does anybody know how to spot? Thank you. I love when I get hearts and crowns and roses. Do you know how to spot the fake Marys on the different platforms? There's some helpful little tips I will give you. So to spotting the fakes, they are like a hydra, because I report them as much as I can, but every time I get one shut down, 3 more show up. But that's not going to stop me from trying. So you should. Here's some tips to look out for the fake Marys. The fake Marys will tell you they have Telegram. I do not have Telegram. No Telegram. Ixnay, no Telegram. Do I have pigs and horses? I have a pig. I have a pot-belly pig. I have a Vietnamese pot-belly pig, and who's on the bigger side. And then I have no horses. So horses are going to require a level of upkeep and maintenance that is not going to fit in with my travel. Because I do still like to travel. So, and I don't feel it would be fair if I cannot give the horse the kind of attention, daily attention. It needs a couple hours of attention a day, especially if I wanted to ride it. So, hi from Turkey. The fake me's, there is ways to find out about the fake me's, the fake Marys. The telltale signs would be for somebody asked about the fake me's. So the ways to tell is if they say they have a Telegram. I do not have a Telegram. No Telegram. No, zip zero nada. I do not chat via Google Chats. So no, I'm not going to chat there. I don't chat on Telegram. I don't chat on Facebook Messenger. So those are 3 right off the bat that you should know are not me. Now, if they say that it's my backup page, you're on my page. I do not have a backup page. This is my page. This is the account to follow. So make sure that you are following me here. So in addition to that, private pages. I don't have any private pages. I put it out there for you. It's free. It's, I'm right here. This is, you got me. It's public. So make sure you hit follow and like here. So other ones that say they have writing all over it, saying I'm single or I'm divorced or I'm lonely, or the Telegram thing. Those are all ways that you can know that it is a fake Mary account. So, and I get people every day that get fooled by it and send me a message, and I let them know they weren't chatting with me. That was not me. So take that into consideration, and you can always let me know if you find one. You can send me a message on my different platforms. I will try. Like I said, they are like a hydra. So as soon as I get one of them taken away, 3 more come back in its place. So thank you so much for joining me. And I am latch hooking at the moment. Hello, Stella. Do you coming back to say hello? Come here. Come on up. Come on up and say hi to everybody. Come here, Stella. Come here, Stella. You're not in trouble. So here's Stella. Say hi. Say hi, Stella. Hi. Yeah. You came in because you smelled the lobster. Did you come in because you smelled the lobster? And you're saying, I can't wait for dinner tonight because I'm going to have some yummy lobster rolls? Is that it? Is that it, Stella? And for people that wonder what breed Stella is a mix of a Chihuahua and a Rat Terrier. She has the markings similar to a Jack Russell. However, she is not a Jack Russell. She doesn't have that fur or stance or anything. She has more of that Chihuahua Rat Terrier, so that she has very long legs for her body. She is only 7 pounds, a year and a half old, and a telltale sign for that Rat Terrier is the black ticking. She has a black spot, but in addition to that, if you look at her, she has many little black spots in the white that are black ticking. So that is very common in the Rat Terrier. So, yes, and yes, you're such a love muffin, aren't you? Yes, you're such a lovey girl. Very lovey girl. Yes. Hi, everybody. Yes. Can you say hi? Woof. Can you bark? Woof. Can you talk for me? Meow, meow, meow. Yeah. How about if I give you love and pats and then I stop? If I stop giving her love and pats, that's usually when she starts talking to me. Yeah. Yeah, you need that love. Yes, Stella love. Stella love right there. Oh, right behind the ears, scratching behind the ears. Oh, Stella love. Yes, we got the Stella love going on. It's a love fest. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that good, Stella love? See, now she'll start talking to me. Now she'll say, but Mama, I need more love. I need more. That's not enough. I need more. Yes. You didn't quite get that itch behind my ear. Yes. Behind both ears. Yes. Oh, that's such good. Yes. And I do keep this collar on her when she goes outside during the day, just to keep her on the farm, because she has a habit of wandering off, don't you? Yes, a little adventurer. So she goes to neighbors' farms and stuff like that. And so we don't want her to get mixed up with somebody else's farm. No, Stella. But when she's in the house, I usually take that off. Do you want to go out and play? Is it time to go out and play? Okay, we'll just leave that open. There. So, now that's Stella. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live right here. Yes. Yes, Stella. Yeah. Do you want to go out? You want to go out and run around? There, shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. Taylor Swift song. That's it. Yeah? Do you need a nappy? Is it nappy time? No nappy time? You want to curl up right there? Thank you so much for joining me. Who are you cheering for this weekend for the Super Bowl? And where are you from? Right? You can let me know. Hi there. Thanks for joining in. How do I keep a tan during the winter? I'm actually very pale. For me, I'm very pale at the moment. But I'm outside for several hours each day. So, and it is relatively warm here. Today, it's a very nice day outside. We are probably in the upper 60s here today. And I can get a tan while I'm out there doing my work. Yes. Yeah. Syracuse, New York, thanks for chiming in. It's got to be chilly up there in Syracuse. Yes. Hi from Russia. Thanks for chiming in. But France, thanks. Normandy, France, thanks for chiming in. Yes. thank you so much. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. False spring? Maybe. Could be. I do expect that we will get cooler weather again before it gets warm for spring. But today is a very nice day. Yes. Last couple of days have been mild. They've been in the lower 60s. Today is in the upper 60s. So, and the sun is out and I can feel warmth. You know, sometimes the sun is out. It can be bright and sunny. Oh, sorry. It can be bright and sunny, but there's no heat to that sun. Today, in the last couple of days, there's been some heat to the sun. Thank you so much. Welcome from Brazil. You can let me know where you're chiming in from and make sure that you join. Yes. Make sure you follow. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the hearts? Yes. All right. Michigan in the house, thank you. And who are you going to, if you're watching the Super Bowl on Sunday, I understand, I think it's 5:30. Oh, that might be 5:30 my time. I'll have to double check. Because I'm in Central Time. I'm not in New Jersey in the house. I'm not on East Coast time. Hello from Texas. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. I am doing wonderful today. Thanks for asking, Adam. Oh, Jay Fish something, I think, is voting for the Chiefs. He's cheering for the Chiefs. Yes. Who are you cheering for this Sunday for the Super Bowl? And where are you from? Yes. That's a good girl. All right, I have to do some more of these. I got a couple more of these to complete the next row. All right? Yes. All righty. Excellent. One more for this row. One more red for this row. Here we go. And then we will have completed a second row. So see, I stopped and talked for a good portion of that time. But as you can see, it takes a while just to get one row done of the I love you. I love you, Stella. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh, no laying on it. No laying on it, Stella. I still have to work on it. It's not done yet. So, Russian, thank you, thank you. I am in rural Alabama. There is, I don't know about, I mean, I know the cities around you will have public transportation. Somebody was asking about public transportation, but not in rural Alabama. So, yeah, you wish you were this dog right here, getting the love. Getting the love. Is Stella getting the love? Welcome, thank you so much. Hi, welcome from Canada. I've been to Montreal and I've been to Quebec. Southern Belle. Yes, I am a transplant to the south, but I am a Southern Belle for sure. I was raised in the Northeast originally. You want me to go on the public transport and do a live stream? No, not here. So it's not, I don't have public transportation here. The only transportation I have here is my Jeep and my RV, right? Oh, and the Jaguar. Jaguar's in the shed, in the garage. I have a garage too. Part of the, I did build off the pole barn and created a garage so that it could house the Jaguar. Yes, the dog. Welcome from Virginia, Daniel. Thanks for joining in. Make sure you hit like, comment, and follow. You can share me and follow me. Yes. Yes, indeed. There we go. Alrighty. Now she's talking to me now that I stopped. Now she's getting into the love. Now she's getting into the love. Yeah? Getting into the love? Does Stella need a bathy tonight? There is perked up on that one. She's not a fan of the water. She's not a water dog. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in. How did I get from the Northeast to Alabama? Well, the winters were too cold for me in the Northeast and my family. So about 20 years ago, is it more than 20 years ago? Almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago, I moved down to Florida. I had figured that's where I was going to retire. And so why not move when everybody was young and little and everything, instead of having roots that were tied up north, have everybody down south. So then I happened into this property a few years ago, right around the time that COVID hit. So I purchased the property here. And that's it. There you go. But I really haven't had time to devote to the property until this past year. So yes, it is much cooler here in the winter than it is. It's only about 6 or 7 hours from where the house in Florida is. However, it is definitely every day, I'm going to say, is about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than it would be at the Florida property. So thank you so much for joining in. Hello, you've got Mary Burke Live. Make sure you hit follow. Make sure you hit like. Yes, right, Stella? We want them to like. Right, Stella? We want them to hit like and follow. And this is the real account. So make sure you're following the real Mary. Yes, you gotta make sure you're following the real Mary. You want me to let you out? You wanna go back outside? You wanna go back outside and play? Yeah, you can go back outside. Hold on a second, I gotta open the door for her so she can go back out. You wanna go out? Okay. Go play. Okay, back outside she went. Stella was fine, but now she needs to go back out and play. Yes, I do try to do a lot of different things. Thank you. Somebody said thank you for doing all the things that I do and bringing you along with me. I do. I try to include you so that you can see what it is that I'm doing. A lot of the stuff that I've learned over the years, it's tips, tricks, and hacks, and some good stuff in there too. But I try to include you and have you be part of it. So, and you, so thank you for joining in. What do I do for work? You're looking at it. I actually, for 30 years, close to 30 years, I was in finance. That was me. I was a bean counter. I was in finance, worked for Fortune 500 company, and had the opportunity when COVID hit to retire early. So I took it. And so now this is what I do. I rehab the farm. I get to travel and do what I want to do. So. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody says what I've created and built and put together is great. I think so too. And I appreciate you guys being here to enjoy it with me. So somebody asked how old I am. I am in my fantastic 50s. So yes. So that's how I can be so varied in the things that I do. I, in my younger life, was a competitive and then a professional athlete. And then after getting married and graduating from college, I got into finance and spent a good portion of my life in finance. And then from there, I've been, for the last few years, I have been semi-retired and working here at the farm and traveling. Now, I do still own my own company, and I do still take on a few cases, forensic accounting, here and there for some law firms. So that's why you'll see sometimes I'll throw in some law, or I'll talk about finance or what have you. So somebody asked if I have kids. Yes, I do have children. Yes, they are grown, and I do have children. So they are fully supportive of what I do. However, they do not wish to be included. They want to make their own mark in the world. And I can't say that I blame them. So, but thank you so much for joining in. You should hit follow and like. And yes, let's see here. Okay. Again, I do not take anybody's, you have to be nice. In my chat rooms here with me on my live, you have to play nice and play by my rules. So you play nice in the chats, as well as, be respectful to everybody. That's just the way it is. I stay positive and look forward to being positive. I do not get caught up in the drama nor the negativity. If you try to drag me into that, it's not going to work. So, hello from Italy. Thanks for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to get back to latch hooking another row. And you can hit follow, share, comment. You can let me know where you're from and who you're going to be cheering for this Sunday in the Super Bowl if you're going to watch it. Somebody's asking my background and whether or not there's any German there. A smidge. I am mostly Irish. So mostly Irish, but there, according to Ancestry, there is English. The majority is Irish, then English, some Wales, Scottish, and Germanic, and the smallest is Norwegian. They're at 4% Norwegian. So, thanks for joining in, and thanks for your question. So that is my background. The family originated from County Cork in Ireland and came over in the 1800s, late 17, early 1800s, first to Nova Scotia and then to New England. So my families on both sides were early New England settlers. So been there, the families have been there for many generations. And thank you for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live, so you can let me know where you're from and who you are cheering for this weekend for the Super Bowl if you're watching it. Yes. You're welcome. Norway is gorgeous. I have never been to Norway. I hear it's gorgeous. I've never been. I did get the opportunity to go to Ireland and spend a month and a half there, but I was just in Dublin. I did not get to see County Cork, where the family is from. So one of these days I will get back there. Thank you for liking my coveralls, my short alls. Today is warm enough that I can wear shorts, so I do. If given the opportunity, I do. So thank you again for joining in. You can let me know where you're from and what you're having for dinner, what you're doing this weekend. Do you have plans for the weekend? And who you're cheering for this Sunday during the Super Bowl. Boston in the house. Yes, that is outside of Boston is where my family is from originally. So, a suburb thereof. So I spent my younger days up in New England. So, thank you. Really? Yeah. Outside of the city, I was in that 128-93 interchange area. And then I moved west out by the 495 belt, Holliston, Medway, Framingham, Natick area. So I was out that way. Franklin, I was out near Franklin. Waltham, all right, Waltham, yes. Tech city there, Waltham. A lot of high-tech stuff there. And you got Brandeis, is Brandeis there? In Waltham, yes, I used to be on that stretch of 128 all the time, going from Wakefield, Woburn, Burlington, down through Newton, Needham, all the way down and around that 128 belt while passing through Waltham. So, Atlanta, Georgia, thanks for joining in. Bulgaria, thanks for joining in. Thanks. Excellent. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining Mary Burke Live. Make sure you hit follow and like. And you can comment. Let me know what you're doing this weekend if you're watching the Super Bowl, who you will be cheering for this weekend. Spain is in the house. Yes. Victorville in the house. Excellent. UK in the house. Excellent. Ethiopia. Welcome. So you've got The Real Mary Burke. Make sure you're hitting follow on The Real Mary Burke because there are fake Mary Burke. So make sure, Georgia, yes. Make sure that you are following me, The Real Mary Burke, as opposed to the fake Mary Burkes. Thank you for thinking I'm a queen. Should I get my little tiara? I have a tiara from the last time I went to Disney. I got myself a tiara. What am I making for the Super Bowl? I don't know what I'm gonna make for the Super Bowl. I could make some, I usually like to put something in the crock pot and let that cook all day. So something like a kielbasa or in a homemade barbecue sauce, or the little smokies. I could do little smokies and the kielbasa chopped up in the slow cooker, or maybe I could do a corned beef, a spicy corned beef. Thank you for the roses. Usually a cheese platter or a charcuterie board. I always called it a cheese board, and I put meats and olives and all sorts of stuff on it too, but now it's a charcuterie board. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl? I'm leaning towards the 49ers. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate that. Roses and hearts. Yes. And let's see. Yeah. I'll move something about movie. Karate movie? Yes. I do. From the Karate Kid, I took the method of wax on, wax off for my countertops, the polishing the car, all of that. So, but thank you. Someone wants to know my age. I am in my fantastic 50s. So yes, I am in my fantastic 50s. Thanks for asking. Thanks for your question. I'm 25. I've had the 25th anniversary of being 25. Thank you so much for enjoying my content. And if you don't like my content, you can certainly scroll right on by. So that is all good. I'm not for everybody, and I understand that. So you can stay positive. And make sure you follow The Real Mary Burke, right? That's the way that it goes. Gotta follow The Real Mary Burke. Alrighty. Oops, make sure I'm scrolling. Stop scrolling for some reason. Arkansas is in the house. Thank you so much. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. Yes. You just became number 47 on the team. I love it. Love it. Team Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in. You've got me live. I'm working on a latch hook, so if somebody asked what I was doing, this is called latch hooking. You have a hook that has a latch on it that closes, and you wrap your yarn around the metal shaft of the hook. You then thread it through the box, the horizontal, wrap it around the horizontal line, close the latch, and then pull it through to knot it, and then pull it. So, thank you. Yes, that is latch hooking. So, you found your new best friend? I love it. I love getting new friends. Thank you so much for joining in. You've got Mary Burke live here as I'm doing latch hook and chatting with you. Oops, did I snag one extra? See, you have to make sure that the row before does not get wrapped in, because then you make it too thick in the box and then it doesn't sit right. Somebody asked if I am married. Yes, I am married. I have been for almost 30 years now, close to. Thank you for sending me some glasses. I got some glasses. I got a crown. I've gotten heart puffs. I love when you give me hearts. Thank you for liking. Yes. So I appreciate you being here and following me. I try to include you in stuff that I do here on the farm. So, yes. So make sure that we are, having a good weekend. I hope that you guys are having a good week, gonna have a good week. Ah, I got my hook caught. See, that's what happens when I get distracted. Do you have plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? And are you gonna watch the Super Bowl? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Where am I from? I am from New England originally, transplanted to Florida, and have been in Alabama now mostly for the last year at the farm. So, thank you. There we go. All right. Ooh, sorry about that. Don't know where you went. All right. Then I hit a wrong button. It stopped scrolling. So when it stops scrolling, I have to make sure that you're still scrolling, because I don't know how it gets timed out like that. But sometimes the comments time out, and then other times it flashes by so quick I can't see your questions. So what am I doing right now? I am working on a latch hook pillow. It'll be a pillowcase for Valentine's Day. It's something that takes about 17 to 18 hours to complete, and you have to. It is. I will show you in a minute. I can take a break from that, from latch hooking actually. So it has a zipper in the back for you to insert the pillow in, but each one of these has a box. And what you do is you hook the yarn on each one of these lower horizontal boxes. There are 70 boxes that go across and 70 down. It takes roughly 15 minutes. Thank you for the gifts. It takes roughly 15 minutes without chatting or doing anything else to just go across one row. And there are 70 rows of these. So it does take a minute to do. So I thought I would chat with you while I was doing some of that. And thank you for joining me. You've got the real Mary Burke. So make sure you hit like and follow and comment. You can let me know who, if you're watching the Super Bowl, and who you are voting for or who you are cheering for on Sunday. And if you have any other plans for the weekend. So, from Australia, thank you for chiming in. You can let me know where you're from too. I love to hear where you're from. I have never been to Australia, Someday I'd like to get over to Sydney or the Outback or something like that. Now, if you write to me in a different language, I won't be able to translate it. Yes, thank you for liking my overalls. They're actually short alls, though the overalls are long and these are shorts, so they are short alls. Welcome from Italy. Welcome from Kansas. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in Massachusetts. Yes. Now, I grew up in Massachusetts. That's I would say, my birth state. And then transplanted to Florida. Missouri in the house. Thank you for joining me. Yes. Texas in the house. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I most recently have been at the farm. So there we go. Can I speak Polish? No, I cannot speak Polish, nor can I read it. I've never been to Poland either. So Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you for joining in. I appreciate you being here and joining us today. Yes. Oh, hold on one second. There we go. All right, perfect. Now make sure you play nice in the chats so that I don't have to get rid of you. So there we go. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excellent. A lot of scrolls going on, so thank you. Thank you for joining in. I welcome. You can let me know where you're from and what you are doing this weekend, if you have any plans for the weekend that's upcoming, and whether or not you're watching the Super Bowl on Sunday and who you're cheering for. So you can let me know. Good? All right. Oops. This one does not want to go in the hole. Have to lift it up a little bit so I can get the box open. Then you wrap the yarn around the latch, close that latch, pull it through, and make a knot. Pull the knot tight so you can keep them up. Do I speak Irish? Do I speak Gaelic? I do not speak Gaelic. I do know a few choice sayings, like Pogue Mahone, Cade Milafuta, Sloncha. So those are the only few things that I know in Gaelic. Yes. So thank you. Thank you for joining. So you can let me know where you're from and if you're watching the Super Bowl this weekend, and who you're voting for, or who you're cheering for, or if you have other plans for the weekend. If you have from Florida, welcome. If you have other plans for the weekend, you can let me know. What's my next video going to be about? Well, I have several things planned for this weekend that I have to do. I do usually try to do a bonfire and burn down my stumps over the weekend. So I will be delimbing and putting some kindling, maybe do a how to start a bonfire video. In addition to that, I will also be Michigan in the house. Thank you. Kansas City for the win. Excellent. New Jersey in the house. In Utah, Salt Lake City in the house. Let's see. Okay, that's what I got so far. I also have to do some RV maintenance, so I will be doing that as well. New York, Georgia, Connecticut, thank you for joining in. I appreciate that. Greetings from Poland. Thank you for joining in. Somebody asked if I am single. I am married and have been for almost 30 years now. Arkansas and Oregon in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Alabama, Colorado. Excellent. Poland. Excellent. Hi, thanks for joining in. You can let me know where you're from and who you're cheering for the Super Bowl this weekend. France, Buffalo, New York. Thanks for joining in. I have driven through Buffalo. I've driven through Syracuse. I went out to the Finger Lakes out there somewhere, wherever Hobart is. Thank you for sending me a glitter badge. I appreciate that. From Spain, thank you so much for joining me from Spain. Thank you for sending me a heart puff. I love hearts. I'm working on a heart right now. Yes, David, I'm working on a heart. Yes, thank you, David, for your gift. Thanks for joining in. So, working on the red heart right now. British. Excellent. Thank you for joining me from England. Yes. From jolly old England. I might have another delivery here. Yes. My UPS is here now. I got a delivery earlier with my dinner. I am celebrating the anniversary of being at the farm for a year and having renovated so much of the farm that I got myself some, for those of you that are from New England, I had some people in there from Boston. I got myself some legal seafood delivered earlier today. So I will be having lobster rolls tonight. What does that say? Bromsgrove, England. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Yes. Yes. It is sad that the half British and half Polish, nice, mystery. Thanks for joining in. All right, so I completed yet another row. So there you go. There's another row for you of my pillow. There we go. Excellent. All right, shall we do one more? Shall we get one more done before I get outside? New England clam chowder, yes, the best, right? The white sauce on the New England clam chowder. But here, I will go get it for you. Here is my Maine lobster meat. I am going to make lobster rolls for dinner tonight. It's frozen, so I do have to thaw it, but I got it from Legal Seafood. They delivered it overnight, or actually it was 2 days, but I got it, so there you go. New England lobster, it's Maine lobster. Well, they might say, yes, Maine lobster meat. So they don't say New England, they'll say Maine. If I get a New England lobster, sometimes I will go out and I'll be able to get New England lobster, which could be anywhere from, you know, anywhere in New England. But this is clear, it's saying a Maine lobster, which I prefer. I have had the spiny lobsters that are in Florida, as well as the South African lobster tails, and those are very sweet, but you can't take the New Englander out of me, so I am gonna go for the Maine lobster every time. Yes, 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 yes. So, and why? That I'm celebrating being at the farm for a year, so as a treat to myself and to Stella, I got some lobster meat that has to thaw because it is relatively, I could open it so you can see it. So it is frozen lobster meat. It was fresh when they packaged it, and it is frozen cooked lobster meat. So it is already cooked. It was wild caught, so it is not farmed. And there you go. All right. Excellent. Ta-da! So I'm gonna have to put that in a pan of cool water to let it thaw, so it will be ready for me to make lobster rolls for dinner. There you go. Thank you for liking the short alls. I appreciate that. Farm life fun. Yes, that's farm life fun. Thank you for some gifts there. I got some gifts. I'm just moving that out of the way. And then it is time for me to start in on the last row. Yes. You're half American, half Irish. So I am fully American, but my ancestry is mostly Irish. And I have Irish, English, Scottish, Wales, and Germanic and Norwegian. But all those other ones are very small compared to the Irish. The Irish makes up the majority. I believe it's 65% Irish, and then all the rest is very small. My father's side of the family claimed to be 100% Irish, and that has proven to be accurate when who's playing in somebody that has been an accurate after doing ancestry. Who's playing? Somebody asked who's playing in the Super Bowl. So we have the Kansas City Chiefs as well as the San Francisco 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl. So you have to let me know who you are going to be rooting for and where you're from. You can let me know where you're from. And if you have any other plans, if you're not going to watch the Super Bowl, what are you doing this weekend? Let me know. And thanks for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live, so make sure, thank you for liking my short hauls. Thank you for joining in. Make sure you hit follow, make sure you hit like, make sure you can comment, and make sure that you share me. You can share me here. Do I like to go hunting? I have hunting rifles, and I use them for protection if need be, because I do get wild animals here at the farm that come through the forest. So I've had coyotes and there's been deer. I originally thought I was going to hunt deer, but that's not me. So I will not. I don't mind hunting. I just probably won't do it myself. So I think that there is a call for it when there is overpopulation, and that's why we have hunting seasons, is because there is an overpopulation of certain things. So thank you. Tuscany, welcome thank you for joining in. Yes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. Make sure, what am I doing? I am working on a latch hook rug. And the way that works is this is a latch. It's a hook. As you can see, there's a hook there, and it has a latch on it. And you wrap the yarn around the base of the hook, of that shaft, and then I have 70 boxes that go across. I have to go across the lower horizontal box line, wrap the yarn around the hook, close the hook, and then pull it through and knot it. So, and there are 70 of these in one row, 70 boxes. So, I've taught you many handy things around the house. Excellent. I do like to share and hopefully help you pick up a tip or trick or something along the line. They're things that I've picked up along the way. I have always rehabbed houses and renovated. It's just something I've always been interested in doing and have always done. So there you go. And if there's a task to get done, I'm not one to sit by and let others do it. So just sit there. I have to be involved and have to take part and learn. I like to learn different things. So welcome from France. Thanks for joining in. Yes. So thank you. Thanks. What's my favorite power tool to work with? Good question. Well, I did just get a new compound miter saw that is a DeWalt battery operated, and that was very smooth. I was very impressed with that. I am used to having everything be corded with power. I am a fan of the DeWalt cordless tools with the big batteries. They're just very portable and easy to work with wherever I am, because not everywhere that I'm at can I drag a cord to. So that I am liking. I have a mini pruner that I am very fond of that is also a DeWalt mini pruner. It helps me delimb the trees that I'm taking down. Then that have actually, they've already fallen. I'm just trying to cut them up. And then I use that for the kindling for my bonfires. So that, and my DeWalt cordless finish nailer. I really like that for the trim work. That's very easy. Cordless drill, yes, the impact driver. I like them all. I use them all fairly frequently, but I don't go anywhere without my cordless drill. Everywhere I go, whether it's in the RV, in a side-by, or around the farm, there is a cordless drill nearby, because I don't know if I need to use the screw or the drill bit, but it's I'm always, that is a must-have. Thank you so much for joining me. You've got Mary live. Yes. So make sure that you hit like, comment, and follow here. And I hope you are going to have, I'm hoping you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. I haven't heard anybody else's plans, what they have planned for the weekend. I know that I will be making a bonfire, probably make a video about that. And I will also be doing some RV maintenance for the motorhome that I have. And some landscaping, some tidy up stuff, some things around the property here. And I will be watching the Super Bowl on Sunday. So thank you for joining in, everybody. And I'm hoping that you are having a fantastic Friday. Now I do need a good clump of the red, because red is the most used currently while I am filling in the heart. So thank you. Yes. Now you should comment in live at the Super Bowl. I will not be at the Super Bowl. I will be watching it from the comfort of my own family room here at the farm. I will probably be making maybe something like kielbasa bites or smokies, or I could do a spicy brisket, or I could do a chili. Yes, maybe I'll do some nachos and make my own chili. Who knows? Haven't given that much thought yet. Ooh, thank you for the heart. I got a little heart here and a crown. Thank you for my gifts. I love when you give me hearts and stars and send me gifts. I appreciate that. Yes. Number 48 to my team. Team Mary is going gangbusters. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Yes. And for following, make sure you follow me. You've got the real Mary Burke right here chatting with you. So you can, yes. So you can certainly let me know what you're doing this weekend. If you're not watching the Super Bowl, which many of you may not be Super football fans. If you're not, what are your plans for the weekend? What are you doing? Come on, tell me. What are you doing this weekend? Nobody has a Brazil in the house? Yes, thank you. Brazil, thanks for joining in. Yes. Let me know what you're doing. So you can, not everybody likes football. So I'm sure a lot more people will be watching it this year because Taylor Swift will be there. That's not why I'm watching it, because I actually enjoy football. I like watching football. Yes. My favorite is usually the underdog. I usually vote for cheer for the underdog and like the underdog. Welcome from Puerto Rico. Thanks for joining in. So that means most likely that is going to be the 49ers. So that's who I'm going to be voting for. So let's see. Okay. Nobody wants to tell me what you're doing this weekend. So we're not doing anything. 49ers. Yes. The streets will be empty, so you'll be street racing. I don't think that's a good one. Don't get caught. Kansas City. Somebody says go Kansas City. Excellent. Go Chiefs. Have I ever tried the Rose? The restaurant? The Rose. There was a Black Rose in Boston. It was a bar. So, let me know what's going on. India in the house. Thanks for joining. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna go to the game? You're going out to the game? Excellent. Somebody's got tickets to the I will live stream over the weekend. I'm not sure when I will live stream. It's as it comes about, as it happens every day. Somebody said there was somebody behind me, which is entirely possible. I do have some ranch hands on the property, so they might be out inspecting some of the property. So you may see people walking around. Absolutely. You may see Stella and Willow running around in the back as well. Who's my favorite basketball player? Now, I have to be honest, I'm not a basketball fan. Basketball probably one of my least favorite sports. So I go old school with that. I go with Larry Bird. Being from Beantown originally, I gotta go with McHale and Larry Bird. Just saying. Do I like Yellowstone? I love the mini-series Yellowstone. I'm sad to see that it's not continuing. Welcome from Wyoming. Thank you. Yes, Boston in the house representing. Yes, absolutely. I got myself some Maine lobster today. I got some legal seafood lobster that delivered today for dinner later on. I'm going to be making my own lobster rolls. I know you guys don't care. When you're up in Boston, when you're up in New England and you have that at your disposal, you like don't even think about it. It's just normal. Hi from Rhode Island. Thanks for joining. And, but being in the South, the seafood is not the same. And you don't realize how badly you miss that Northeast seafood. Neptune. What is the thing above the window right here? It looks like it could be a lacrosse thing, but it's actually snowshoes. It's just a little decoration of snowshoes right above me. And then I have a love symbol up there too. So thanks for joining in. You lived in Boston for 55 years? Yes. Now you're in Richmond, Virginia? Nice. So Virginia, so I think they call that like a half, when I was originally looking at moving to Florida, I also looked at Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. And they said, okay, go down to Florida and then you'll end up being a halfback. So, and I said, what the heck is a halfback? And they said, well, that's when you go all the way to Florida and realize it's too hot for you and you go half the way back. So, but no, I did not. Alabama's the furthest north of that, and it's lower Alabama. I'm south of Montgomery, so I'm still pretty deep south. How old am I? I am in my fantastic 50s, that is for sure. Thanks for joining in. You've got Mary Burke Live, and this is the account to follow, like, comment, and share. You can certainly, and hey guys, there's a lot of fake Marys out there. Just about every platform you go on, there is a fake Mary. So how do you spot the fake Marys? Does anybody know how to spot the fake Marys? Because they're out there and they're easy to see. Once you know how to spot them, they're very easy. I should go to Brazil? Yes, I do not ask for anything. That is true. I do not ask for anything. I enjoy you being here with me. I got a spicy chili pepper and roses and a puff. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me know. How else would you know how else can you spot a fake Mary account? You can tell me. My name is Mary. MaryBurke. Arkansas in the house. Thank you so much. All right, so I'll tell you some other ways to find the fake Marys and to know that you're dealing with a fake Mary, because you got the real Mary here, because this is the account that you need to follow and like and everything. So the fake Marys will tell you, if you see it with writing all over it saying Telegram, not me. I don't have a Telegram. I don't chat on Telegram. No Telegram. So that's a big old X right there. No Telegram. Okay? So no Telegram. Then the next one would be no Google Chats. Every day I hear from somebody saying, oh, I'm chatting with you on Google Chats. That's not me. No, 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 no Google Chats. So that's another big X. No Google Chats. So then somebody says, I bet you're married. Yes, I am married. So that's another good way to tell, because they'll tell you, I'm divorced, I'm single, I'm lonely, I'm what have you. So the answer to that is I am married. So again, if you see big letters posted all over it telling you that I got a Telegram, that I got, here's how you chat with me, if you know, all that other stuff, those are all fakes. If it says that that it's my backup page, you're on my page. You're on my page. Follow this page, pretty please. Okay, don't follow the fake pages, follow this page, because you've got the real MaryBurke right here. I do not have a backup page, nor do I have a private page. So those are also no-nos. So those are all ways that you can spot the fake Marys, okay? And they will reach out to you unsolicited. That's another way, right? If you send me a message, depending on what platform you're on, it's very unlikely that I will have the opportunity, or because it's just me. I don't have a management company. I am my management company. I don't have anybody else chatting for me. I'm the one that chats. So there you go. So yes, there are fake Marys out there. So, and they'll try to get you. They'll try to get you. So just be sure that you're dealing with me, the real Mary. Got it? Hi, Puerto Rico. Thank you for joining in, Joel. Yes. All right. It is the last couple on this row, and I will show you the row, and I will finish my coffee, and then it will be time for me to go outside and to get to my regularly scheduled work. It is Friday. It has been a blast sitting here. Hello from Virginia Beach. Yes. Thank you so much for joining in. There we go. How long have I been on YouTube? A few years now. I've been on YouTube. I've been on TikTok. I've been on Instagram. Yes. So, all right. That's that. And here is where we're at. So you've got starting to see the I love you. That's how far we've gotten. So thank you for spending time with me today. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate you being here and joining in and sharing your Friday afternoon with me. And I will let you know now that I will most likely be cheering on the 49ers for this weekend. I will be going live throughout the weekend. I don't know the time or exactly where on the farm I will be. But thank you so much for joining me and being here live. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you follow and like and comment. So it has been a wonderful day sharing it with you. So I appreciate it. And I still didn't hear from you what you guys were doing this weekend. And now the coffee is gone. Coffee time is up. So thank you. Thank you again for joining me. Make sure you hit follow and like and comment. Do a hot tub live. That's always a good one, right? I don't think that would pass the compliancy of the different social media platforms. So I don't think I'd get away with that one. But yeah, you're gonna watch the Niners win. That's the hope, right? All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. So make sure you hit follow so you can get notified when I go live again. Thanks. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yes. Have a great weekend, everybody. I appreciate you being here.